Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So I'm sure you know, but the reason why I wanted to do this video is because David and I are expecting a child. And so we are so excited. This is a new journey that we're both gonna embark on. And I thought I'd create this video just to kind of talk about my first trimester and just talk about what happened the day I found out that I was pregnant and how I just kind of went about everything and just giving you a status update. I'm currently now in my second trimester, but I just thought I'd do a little recap and also a Q&A. So first I just want to talk about how it happened. Honestly, we weren't trying. David and I had just gotten married, and it was just something about us being married got us so close together, and we had such a great bond that we were just kind of like, if it happens, it happens. And we were really lucky that the first time that we tried, we got pregnant. But I think for me, it was just like kind of like a shock still, because I knew that there could be a possibility, but I didn't think that it would happen so quickly. I've heard so many stories of, people trying and it just doesn't happen the first time around. So I figured that'd be the same thing for us. And just everything about it was so crazy, because there were a lot of people that said that they had dreams about me being pregnant, or there'd be moments in conversation where people would be like, wouldn't it be crazy if Tania was pregnant? And at that moment, I was just like flipping out because I didn't know, and just waiting for me to take the test just seemed like eternity. And I kid you not, I took like maybe 4 boxes of pregnancy tests, and finally, oh, mind you, you're supposed to wait until you have, I guess, missed your period to take the test. I didn't do that because I was like so impatient. But as soon as I waited and noticed that I was a few days late, I took the test, and that's when I found out I was pregnant. I was in complete shock. So yeah, I think it was just when I found out, I was so excited because I was like, I'm gonna have a baby. I've always wanted that. But then at the same time, I was scared because I was like, I don't know if I've done everything that I've wanted to do before I wanted to have a baby. And so it was a little scary. And I remember one day I was praying to God because I was having a little bit just more doubt that I wouldn't be a great parent. And I prayed to God and I put a song on. It was called The Blessing, and I'll link it down below. But it was so calming, and just the lyrics of that song really kind of helped me connect to the baby. And I felt like God told me, like, it's okay, like the way that I took care of you, I'm gonna help guide you through this. And so I think ever since then I've been calm. But it was pretty shocking, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But yeah, and I remember reading a book, and they said that you shouldn't go to the doctor right away, that you should wait because you never know if you might have a miscarriage. So I waited, but you're not supposed to wait too long, because it was really difficult to find a doctor such short notice because I waited too long. I think I was maybe already 10 weeks pregnant, and just people were having babies. I mean, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and like people just had nothing more to do than just, do their thing. But yeah, so do not wait long because it'll be really hard to find a doctor. Okay, and so I didn't get to film the reaction of my family members and some of my close friends because I just really wanted to be in the moment. I didn't want to be holding a camera, but it was just so nice to see the reaction, so nice to see some people cry, some people just like be in complete shock. Like my parents thought I was lying because I would always tell them that I would wait till I was maybe 30. Right now I'm 28, and they were just like, you're lying. And when that happened, I was like, no, I am telling the truth. But at the same time, I was like, wait, am I lying? Like I couldn't even believe it myself at that point. So it was just really crazy. It was really nice, and I just loved it. I don't think I would, if I could go back, I would have loved to film it, but I just really loved the moment that I was pregnant. I woke up because you're supposed to take it early in the morning, and I woke up, went to go pee, and I was pregnant. I just couldn't believe it. I woke David up and I shook him and I'm like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, are you sure? Because you've taken like four pregnancy tests. He couldn't believe me. And also he had just woken up, but I was like, no, it's for real. Check it out. I took like, I think like 2 or 3 tests that day or that morning. And he was like so excited. He's like, wow, like I'm gonna be a father. And I think that just like was so exciting. It was so nice to know that, you know, I have a partner that I'm gonna be able to share this moment with and have like such a deeper connection. And so that's how that happened. Moving on, able to get some cute little photos of baby Todd. And so here they are. And the baby was so little. And I do have videos of the baby moving, and the baby was so active. And I think just watching the video as she was just like checking everything out, I was like, I cannot believe that is inside of me. I was like, this is really happening. And I think that's when it clicked for me. I was like, my life is about to change. And I was just like very excited because this baby was like completely active in my belly, just moving around. Felt like it was super photogenic, and I was like really excited. So I'll show you a video now. Oh,
Get the little hands, you see
yeah.
them?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is so adorable.
10 weeks. Oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. Big baby.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the top of the head,
Okay.
the bottom. Perfect.
So that was the first trimester screening. David and I opted out of the genetics testing, and that also includes finding out the gender. And so we decided not to go with that. I didn't want to feel like the anxiety of knowing that something could be wrong with my baby, because I get into my head a lot. But then at the same time, I was like, maybe like this is something that I should do. But then I thought about it and we've discussed it, and we were kind of like, well, whatever happens to the baby, if it's not okay, or if it has autism, or if it has any sort of like you know, anything that's wrong with him or her, like it'll be okay. Like I don't believe in, you know, having like an abortion. And so I would just do whatever I would have to do to take care of that baby regardless. And so it was a really difficult thing to kind of go past, but I felt like it was important to David and it was important to me, and it just helped me feel calm that he understood where I was coming from, and then we were kind of both on the same page. I felt like my first trimester was a breeze. I was one of the lucky few that didn't have any morning sickness, like nothing. And that really caught me by surprise, because before I was pregnant, I was like always throwing up. I just, any little thing made me want to like throw up. And people would always say like, are you pregnant? And I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. Like, it's not possible. But at times I was just like, dude, like, what's wrong with me? But nothing was wrong with me. I just like had this really strong sense of like smell, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so I was like actually really lucky. Maybe like, I honestly, there's like no justification for that. I don't even know why. One thing that I can say is that I was constantly tired. I used to be a night owl, like since I was like in high school. I would go to sleep at like 2, 3, 4. Like I would push the limit. And I think that when this baby came and I found out I was pregnant, I was so tired. Like, I was sleeping at like 9, 10. Like, I'd come home from work, nap, and then go to sleep. And it was just like crazy amounts of like sleeping. I've never slept so much. And I think my body was just needing sleep because I had been like lacking so much of it. So I was really thankful for that because my body was able to kind of like tell me like, hey, you need to like slow down. You need to like just, you know, kind of trust this process. And my body really took care of me and, you know, had me really align myself to how this pregnancy stuff works. And the one thing that I felt like was really difficult to go through was the migraines. I have never experienced migraines. Like, it was the worst. Like, the worst. I think it was like 3 weeks straight. I had migraines so bad. When I was going through these migraines, I just felt like, oh my gosh, my jaw was so tight. My head hurt so bad. Like, nothing that I was doing would help. I would kind of overeat because I was like, what else is there to do than to keep my mind off of this? Like, it just didn't go away. But then I think after the 3rd week, I was like, fine, nothing happened and all was well. But yeah, so that was the first trimester. All right, so on Instagram, I asked some of my followers a couple of questions on baby questions, pregnancy questions. And so I'm going to wrap up this video with a couple of those questions. First question was, when is your expected due date? And so my expected due date is June 8th of 2021. And that is crazy because it's right or almost around the corner. So right now it is the end of January. So it's creeping up. I'm so excited. All right. The next question is, do you know the gender? Yes, I do know the gender now. So I did wait for my 20 weeks to find out the gender. I didn't want to do the genetics testing, so I waited. But I am so excited because I know now, and I've gone a little credit card crazy with buying some items for the baby. But yes, I will be having my gender reveal on February 6th, and it's literally next weekend. And I'm so excited because I get to see everybody's reaction, and I'm like so excited for everyone's reaction. But yes, so I will definitely be filming that, and you guys will be able to check it out on my YouTube. Third question, what were some of your cravings? I would say if I had to choose 3, it was Chick-fil-A. I was literally eating Chick-fil-A maybe like twice a week, which was actually really bad. The chicken sandwich, hey. So Chick-fil-A. And then the second one was fruit. So just juices, just any type of fruit, grapefruit juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, even celery juice, just like any type of juice. Another one was, chips. I was a sucker for chips. I wanted chips all the time. Hot Cheetos. Oh my God. I felt so bad for the baby every time I ate them. I was like, oh, sorry. But ever since then, I've calmed down. So that's good. So part 2 of the question is, what did you used to like to eat that you can't have anymore? And let me tell you guys, sushi and poke. I miss it so much. I still haven't had it. Just kidding. I've had one roll with my friend Feng. Shout out, girlfriend. But oh my God, I miss it so much. I actually also miss, and if you know me, you know that this was actually a really hard one, micheladas. I love micheladas. Like, just when I have this baby, that's like the one thing I'm gonna get. That and sushi. I don't know if it's like a good combo, but I miss it so much. But yeah, that's pretty much it.